Claude Code has more than 60 built-in features. Most people use about 3. They type Claude, ask a question, and never touch the agents, the hooks, the skills, or the workflows that make it genuinely powerful. And here is the strange part. The best way to learn all of it is not the official docs. It is a free project sitting on GitHub right now with more than 38,500 stars. It is not a cheat sheet, it is a full guided course that takes you from typing Claude all the way to orchestrating a team of AI agents. In the next few minutes, I am going to walk you through exactly how to use it, the smart way, so you can go from beginner to power user this weekend. So, why does this thing have 38,000 stars when the official documentation already exists? Because documentation tells you what each feature is. It almost never shows you how to combine them. This project, built and maintained by one open source developer, does the opposite. Every lesson is visual, with diagrams that show how a feature actually works under the hood. Every template is copy and paste, production grade, not a toy example. And it is completely free under the MIT license, updated with every single Claude Code release. Think of it less like a manual and more like a mentor who already did the hard work of figuring out what actually matters. Now, here's the first move, and it is the one most people skip. Do not start at lesson 1. Start with the quiz. The guide ships with a command called self-assessment. You run it, it asks you 8 honest questions about what you can already do, and based on your answers, it drops you into the exact right starting point. No checks, you are a beginner. A few, intermediate. Most of them, you are already advanced and it tells you to skip ahead. Be honest with yourself here, because this is what turns 11 hours of random reading into a focused path. Most people, by the way, land at level 1, and that is completely fine. Here is the whole map. The guide is built around 3 levels. Green is beginner, about 3 hours. Blue is intermediate, about 5. Red is advanced, another 5. 11 steps in total, 11 to 13 hours from start to finish. And every step has one job: to take you a little closer to the real goal. And the goal is this: to go from typing a single command to orchestrating a whole team of agents that plan, write, and check each other's work. So let me take you up each level and show you the one feature that unlocks it. Level 1, the beginner level, is about 2 features that change everything: slash commands and memory. A slash command is a shortcut you save once and reuse forever. The guide literally hands you ready-made ones. You copy a file called optimize into your project's commands folder. And now you can type /optimize. And Claude runs a full code optimization pass. The second feature is memory. You drop a file called claude.md in your project. Write your standards and preferences inside it, and Claude reads it automatically, every session. No more re-explaining your project every time you start. That one file is the difference between a generic assistant and one that actually knows your code base. Still in level 1, there are 2 more quiet superpowers. The first is checkpoints. Claude Code automatically saves a snapshot before each change. So if it goes the wrong way, you press escape twice or type /rewind and you are instantly back where you were. That means you can experiment without fear. The second is the command line itself. You are not stuck inside a chat box. You can run Claude with a -p to get a quick one-shot answer, or pipe a file straight into it, like dropping an error login and asking what broke. Small habits, but together they make Claude feel like a real developer tool, not a toy. Level 2 is where it gets serious. This level is all about automation. The first feature is skills. A skill is like a / command that triggers itself. You describe what it is for, and Claude Auto invokes the right specialist at the right moment, like a code review expert that wakes up the instant you ask for a review. The second feature is hooks, and this is the one that genuinely surprised me. A hook is a script that fires automatically on an event. The guide covers 29 different events across 5 types. So you can auto-format your code every time a file is written, run your tests before every commit, or scan for secrets before anything ever leaves your machine. This is how Claude goes from answering questions to actually enforcing your workflow. The other half of level 2 is about reach and delegation. MCP, the Model Context Protocol, lets Claude talk to the outside world. With one config file, it can pull a live pull request from GitHub, query your database, or read your files in real time. And then there are subagents. Instead of one overloaded assistant, you delegate to specialists, a code reviewer, a test engineer, a documentation writer, each one working in its own clean context. The guide ships 6 of them, ready to go. One agent orchestrates, the others do the focused work, and nobody gets confused. This is the moment Claude stops being a chatbot and starts being a team. Level 3 is the power user tier, and honestly, most people never get here, which is exactly why it is worth it. This is planning mode, where Claude designs a whole feature in detail before touching a single line of code. It is permission modes, 6 of them, so you control exactly how much freedom the agent has, from asking before everything all the way to running fully autonomously. It is extended thinking, toggled with one shortcut for the hard problems that need deep reasoning. And it is plugins, which bundle commands, skills, and hooks into one package that your whole team can install with a single command. This level is not about more features. It is about control. Now, let me show you why all of this actually matters. Because the magic is not any single feature. It is what happens when they combine. The guide walks through real workflows, and here is my favorite one. You type /review PR. Claude loads your team's standards from memory. It pulls the actual pull request through the GitHub MCP connection. Then it hands the work to 2 subagents, one reviewing the code, one checking the tests, and merges their findings into a single report. 4 features, 1 command, a senior engineer's review on demand. That is the payoff the entire roadmap is quietly building toward. So how do you actually start today in 15 minutes? It is 4 steps. 1. Clone the repository. 2. Copy 1/command into your project and try it. 3. Copy the memory template, so Claude knows your project. 4. Install 1 skill. That is it. You do not need to understand all 11 levels tonight. You need 1 command working, 1 small win, and the momentum carries you from there. The guide even lays out a 15-minute quick start and a 1-hour essentials path for exactly this. A few things make this guide stand out from every other Claude Code resource out there. After each lesson, there is a quiz, so you actually retain what you learned instead of just nodding along. The whole thing can be exported as an offline ebook, so you can read it on a plane. It is translated into 5 languages. And it is genuinely kept in sync with Claude Code as the tool evolves, which almost no free resource manages to do. All of it. Free, open source, MIT, licensed. If you are learning Claude Code in 2026, there is honestly no better place to start. Full credit to its creator for putting this out into the world for nothing. So, if this was useful, here is what to do next. First, subscribe here on YouTube and follow Hyperautomation Labs on Facebook and Instagram, because going deep on tools like this in plain language is exactly what we do every single week. Second, I turned this entire roadmap into a free printable 1-page cheat sheet. The 3 levels, the 11 steps, the 15-minute quick start, all of it. Just comment the word level up and I will send it straight to you. And if you want to go further, my beginner guides in the description take you step by step into Claude Code, OpenAI Codex, and even the Claude certification. All written for people starting from absolute zero. The free guide we covered today is the map. Now go take the first step.